Madam Speaker, I get up this afternoon to make my first sectoral speech. My portfolio.
Hold on. Standing orders. And I think you are fully aware. And if I have to stop you again during your presentation, you will not get any additional time.
James, your name is Toby. I want to hear you say it. Your name is Toby. You're going to learn to say your name. Let me hear you say it. What's your name?
Kunta Kinte.
When the master gives you something, you take it. He gave you a name. It's a nice name. It's Toby. And it's going to be yours till the day you die. Now, I know you understand me, and I want to hear it.
A leader. Madam Speaker, perhaps I should abandon that attempt to use our local language because I have been reminded of the linguistic conventions of this honourable House. Because maybe there is no more fitting way to begin a presentation on culture than to speak briefly in the language understood by the overwhelming majority of Jamaican people. And if that language still struggles for full acceptance in some of our most formal national spaces, including this very Parliament. So let me give you the Queen's English. Let me give you the Queen's English.
Hi. Say it again. Say it louder so they all can hear you. What's your name?
Toby. My name is Toby.
Hi. That's a good nigger. Cut him down.
Standing Order 6 may be legal, but that does not mean it is right. When the Speaker stopped the Member of Parliament from beginning her speech in Jamaican Patwa, it was treated as a matter of procedure. The rule was simple. Parliamentary proceedings must be conducted in English. On paper, that may sound orderly, but in practice, the moment exposed something deeper about Jamaica: language, power, and identity. Jamaican Patwa is not a foreign language in Jamaica. It is the language of the yard, the church, the market, the taxi stand, the sound system, the campaign platform, and the dinner table. It is the language many Jamaicans use to reason, joke, mourn, worship, argue, and tell the truth plainly. So when Parliament says English is the only acceptable language inside the chamber, it sends a painful message. The people's language is good enough to win elections, but not good enough to speak in the nation's highest democratic space. That is why Standing Order 6 feels wrong to many people. It does not only regulate speech, it protects an old idea of respectability. It suggests that formal power must sound English, polished, colonial, and elite. But Jamaica is no longer a colony. Jamaica is an independent nation with its own voice, its own rhythm, its own history, and its own way of expressing intelligence. The irony becomes even sharper when the speech is about culture. If a parliamentarian is speaking about Jamaican identity, then using Jamaican language is not a distraction from the argument. It is part of the argument. To stop Patwa in a debate about culture almost proves the very point being made. Jamaica celebrates its culture abroad, sells it to the world, and uses it to build national pride, yet still hesitates to give that culture full respect inside its own parliament. The rule also creates distance between parliament and ordinary people. Many Jamaicans hear formal political English and feel that politics belongs to lawyers, ministers, and the highly educated. But when leaders speak in the language of the people, Parliament feels closer. It feels less like a performance for elites and more like a conversation with the country. That does not mean Parliament should have no rules. Order matters. Clarity matters. Official records matter. But inclusion also matters. Jamaica could modernize the rule by allowing Jamaican language in speeches while providing English translations for the official record. Laws and formal documents could remain in English where necessary, but debate should have room for the living language of the people. Standing Order 6 is wrong because it gives English exclusive authority in a country whose soul is also carried in Jamaican Patwa. It treats the language of the majority as informal, secondary, or unsuitable for power. And that is the real issue. A parliament that represents Jamaica should not be afraid to sound like Jamaica.